Hello. For my technique demonstration, I'm going to be doing progressive muscle relaxation, but I also kind of use like the deep breathing with it, and I play music just to like help me relax to the most of, the ability that I can. Um, so I was actually going to do like the 4-7-8 deep breathing because I went to a trauma workshop about a month ago with my work, and they went over a lot of techniques that are really good for trauma, anxiety, stress, things like that. So I did learn the 4-7-8 breathing technique there, and I loved it. But I did have another option just in case someone did use that because I know it's pretty popular. So for the progressive muscle relaxation, it really helps a lot with stress and anxiety. They say you can feel a little different within the first session or first time you practice it, and I do agree with that. But it is best if you do practice it as much as possible. So that's ever since I found out about this a month ago. It's something that I've been trying to um, practice. I'm not gonna lie, I have not done it daily, but it's something that I try to do at least once or twice a week. I would like to do it more, but with work and school right now, I'm just very busy and I get distracted easily from it. Um, but self-care, so that is something I do want to start doing more. I do a lot of self-care, but I would like to do this more. Like I said, so I have on the screen, I will play like music and there's a little bit of a background picture for it. Doing it with music, I think, is more relaxing. It doesn't help you. It kind of keeps your mind focused instead of wandering off, because that is something that people do a lot during this technique. They tend to have their mind wander off just because, like, you're not used to sitting with nothing in your mind. So to get started, I will play this. Like I said, I actually also like to, whenever I try and do any type of self-care, relaxing, I do yoga, meditation, things like that, I use the eucalyptus essential oil. I got it from Bath and Body Works, pretty cheap, and it's like an aromatherapy oil. So I just like put a little bit on my wrists, um, and just so you can kind of smell it. So I just put a dab and rub it together. Some people put it on their neck. I know my sister likes putting it on her temples, but I like just putting it on my wrist because it is pretty strong. So I smell it. So when you're doing the deep breathing, like I said, again, this helps with muscle relaxation. It's something the body doesn't do a lot, is fully relax or let your mind be at ease. So a lot of people, especially anxious or stressed people, you notice they're really tense. If you ask them to just like take a sit back, relax, a lot of people notice how tense their shoulders are, their back, like everything, because you're anxious. So to start, I will play the music. I'm going to try and turn it down because I don't want it to overpower me speaking, just so you can kind of hear it in the background. I hope this works. Okay, so a lot of people lay down to do this, but that would be a little difficult for me to do. So I'm going to have us just like, you can do it sitting as well. So just sitting here. And again, if I'm doing it with the screen, so I hope I'm looking at you good and you can see me, because I really am just looking at the music and screen. All right, so like I said, we're going to sit back and get comfortable, relax a little. When you are tensing the muscles that I tell you to do, which I'll keep reminding you, don't do it to like a painful strain or stretch. You just want to give it a little bit of tension. So I'll remind you throughout the time. But all right, so sit back, relax. And we're going to start off by taking deep breaths. So you want to breathe in. And when you're doing this, you really want to notice the feeling of the breath going in your lungs. Hold it for a few seconds and then release out. You want to feel the tension leaving your lungs. During this exercise, you really want to focus on the tension coming in your body and going out, and the difference of the feelings your body feels. So again, we're going to take another deep breath, hold it longer this time. So and exhale. Again, when you exhale, you want to feel it coming out of your lungs. You want to feel the tension releasing out of your lungs, the air releasing out of the lungs. We're going to take another slower breath this time and hold it longer. So And again, you want to really focus on taking the deep breath in, holding it, and then slowly releasing it and feeling the difference between holding it in your lungs and letting it go. So one last deep breath, and you're going to want to keep doing this throughout the technique. So try as best as you can to try and keep taking deep breaths where you feel it entering your lungs and feel it releasing. So one more. So to start, it's best to work your way up from the bottom of your body to the top. So we're going to start with our feet. You begin to tense your feet by kind of like pointing your toes up, arching them. Again, not to the point where it's straining them, but just a little bit of tension where you can feel. You can curl your toes down to whichever you feel more comfortable with. I know some people, the arching them up hurts. So if you want to curl your toes down and notice the tension in your foot. After a little bit, we're going to release the tension and notice what it feels like to release the tension in your foot. You're going to notice a new feeling in your muscles. Instead of it being tense, you want to feel the relaxation that your muscle is feeling. Next, we're going to move up to the upper legs. So you're going to kind of like you're stretching your calves. You're going to hold that in and hold it pretty tightly, but again, not enough to hurt your muscles. Really feel the tension in your muscles. Notice that feeling and then release. Completely relax those muscles and notice the difference. Again, try to remember taking deep breaths. It's going to be hard for me to do that while I'm speaking, but when you're really doing this with your eyes closed, relax, you want to be really focused on your breathing and the muscles. So next we're going to move to the thighs. It's like more of your upper pelvis and thighs area. So you want to feel it in your pelvis and hips and then your thighs. So the best way to do this is squeeze your thigh muscles together. While deep breathing, you want to feel the muscles tense up, what that feels like for you, and then release. And notice the difference of the muscles being tense and being relaxed. Really feeling them being relaxed is important here because that's what we want to feel, because our body is never really relaxed fully unless you are doing something like this. So next we're going to move to our stomach and chest area. So kind of sit back, get comfortable, take a deep breath, tighten your stomach, and hold that breath for a little bit so you really feel the muscles in your stomach. Your chest will expand and you want to feel that as well. When you breathe out, release the tension in your stomach and feel the difference of your stomach being relaxed, your chest being brought down. While deep breathing. Next, we'll do our shoulders. So we kind of push them back as you want your shoulder blades to be touching. So push them back and hold that there while deep breathing. Again, really notice your muscles not being strained, but being tight. And then release and really focus on the new feeling of your muscle being relaxed. Deep breaths. Next, we're going to do our arms, up to our shoulders, down to our fingers. So you want to, it's going to be hard to see, I'm sorry, but put your arms straight out. You can put them down to your side, whichever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to do my side. And you flex your fingers up, and you want to feel the muscles going all the way up to your shoulders, being tense. Hold that for a little bit and really focus on what that feels like. All right, then you release that. And you want to feel your arm kind of go limp. That's why I like holding it to the side. You really feel the difference of your, especially in the arms, I feel, of your muscles being relaxed. You kind of feel your fingers go numb. It kind of goes all the way down through. And the arms are my favorite part, I think, because I feel like this is where you are the most tense. Next, we will do the upper neck and face. So again, sit up straight, take some deep breaths. You want to like kind of push your neck up and close. This is when, your eyes are closed, and you just kind of push the muscles back here, and here. It's a little difficult, but I'm hoping you guys can feel it. It's a different sensation of muscles, but if you can get this, it feels different, and you kind of notice when you are anxious. This will be helpful. And then take a deep breath out and feel your face relax. So now take a few deep breaths. Let it release. And now we're going to do the whole entire body. So you're going to start at your feet again, your legs, your thighs, your chest, your stomach, your arms, your fingers, your neck, and the face muscles, and try and tense them all up at the same time. And while doing that, taking a deep breath. When you release the breath, you have to release all the muscles and let your body go into a complete limp, relaxed mode. You really feel it everywhere. Depending where you feel your anxiety, you'll feel it really relaxed for you. So for me, I really feel it in my back, my shoulders, and my stomach. You really just want to relax your body after this, kind of give it some time, and then wiggle your muscles. So wiggle your fingers, your arms, get your body back to normal. And then just take a few more deep breaths to get your body back. Okay, I'm going to stop the music now. So I hope you guys like that. I really do enjoy it. One thing I liked from the workshop was how much I felt within the first time of doing it. Like I said, I like to do it more, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and it really helps with stress, anxiety, just focusing on how trauma, stress, anxiety can hurt the body. So for you to take a few minutes of your day to do this, I think it's really helpful. So I hope you guys got some time for it. I think, not watching a video, doing it on your own will be more beneficial. So I hope you guys actually try it and let me know.